Yes, guys, what's going on? Welcome to Stretford, Paddock. I am Adam McKola. Manchester United have been beaten by Sheffield United 2-1 at Old Trafford. And I don't know what to say about that one. It was a defeat, or at least dropped points that we definitely deserved. I don't think we performed today. I don't think we took Sheffield United seriously. I think we were pretty much complacent throughout the game. And the complacency was summarised in that goal at the end of the match when I think it was Ollie Burke scores, but you look at the goal and De Gea has an opportunity to clear it, passes it up. Maguire has an opportunity to take control of the situation, passes it up. Axel Tuanzebe has an opportunity, passes it up. Ollie Burke's on the edge of the box, free, in 5 yards of space, has 3 efforts on goal. And the third one goes in thanks to a deflection off Axel Tuanzebe when it was probably going to go into David De Gea's hands. And it's 2-1 to Sheffield United, a team that have been the worst team in the Premier League this season and possibly ever. Now, I don't think they're the worst Premier League team ever because of how well Chris Wilder has them set up. I think there's been very fine margins in the games that they've lost this season, and there were very fine margins again here today, especially when you consider some of the decisions. I thought the referee had 2 howlers. The referee and the linesman combined had 2 howlers today, and VAR. 2 howlers. You look at their first goal, David De Gea was clearly fouled by Billy Sharp. And you look at Manchester United's potential equaliser in the first half from Anthony Martial, not given because they adjudged Harry Maguire to have fouled Ramsdale, who didn't catch the ball, and Harry Maguire didn't even touch him. 2 horrendous decisions there. Either it's 0-0, or it's 1-1, or it's possibly 1-0 to Manchester United if the correct decisions are made. They were not. But we can't blame the referee for today's performance. There are a number of things, like I said, complacency being one. You cannot afford to be complacent in a title race. You cannot afford to be complacent. We have dropped far too many points at home. Now, there's other reasons for some of those points. Crystal Palace early on, difficult game. Early on, no preseason. We weren't fit. I understood it. Spurs, you get a man sent off. You can lose that game. But there's been too many points dropped at home. And this was another example. We should not have been losing these points here today. Complacency crept in and it cost us massive points. There were far too many players out on that pitch today that were passengers for Manchester United. David De Gea, what are you doing? Kick the ball into touch. Deal with it. Aaron Wan-Bissaka, going forward today, not good enough. Defensively, you've got to deal with some things a little bit better. Harry Maguire, I thought his headed goal was excellent. I thought he did very good with some things. But you look at that goal, yet again, take control of the situation. Please, you're the captain. Axel Tuanzebe, a mistake again involved in that second goal. Take control of the fucking situation and deal with it. Alex Telles got an assist for the goal from Harry Maguire. But again, you're feeling if Cavani isn't starting, what's the point playing Telles in this game? I'm not going to rush to judgment on Telles, although I've pointed out that I'm a little bit sceptical of him defensively. And while I do think he's got a great whip into the box, I ain't going to point any fingers at him today. He's not played many games for this Manchester United first team, and he got an assist. I can't blame Alex Telles today. Whilst there are things he can work on, he still hasn't been able to build up relationships with people on the pitch, know who's in front of him, know who's beside him, etc., etc. I'm not going to do that to him. Paul Pogba Matic today. Paul Pogba, I thought, was arguably our best player, but I wouldn't give anybody a man of the match. He did some very good things in terms of winning the ball back on the edge of our box, getting the ball going forward. But he was playing far too deep. That's not where you want him to be. You needed to get him further forward. And our problem today was we didn't create enough chances for anybody. When you think about the opportunities United had today, the Martial goal disallowed. It comes from a set piece and a mistake by the goalkeeper, yeah? The Harry Maguire goal comes from a set piece header by Harry Maguire. Apart from that, we created one opportunity for Mason Greenwood. One opportunity today. Mason Greenwood got into the 6-yard, just on the outside of the 6-yard box, flashed a shot wide from a similar angle to the one he scored against Liverpool. Should have probably scored, but he had one opportunity. We had one opportunity today. We didn't create enough, and that was because Pogba was playing way too deep. And Bruno, who was ahead of him, didn't have his best of games. Bruno he sees things very quickly. His vision's incredible. And we were discussing this on the watch-along. His vision is second to none, so he sees things before they happen. But his execution of the pass at times is a little off. He'll smash something at someone when they're 5 yards from him. He'll hit something too short when they're a little bit further away from him. And I thought today we didn't have, from Pogba and Bruno, we didn't have them high enough up the pitch to be able to create them opportunities. Now, you could argue Rashford, Martial, Greenwood have to hold the ball up more to allow them to be able to join them up in the game. Martial was playing through the middle and on the left, he kept rotating. Rashford was playing on the right and through the middle, he kept rotating. And Greenwood the same. And for me, it was a mistake not to play Cavani. Martial's out of form. Rashford's been playing on the wing. Greenwood's just come back. Cavani had to play today. We were playing against the physical side. And if you're going to play Cavani and rest him for a game, in my opinion, Cavani's probably more suited to this game than the Arsenal game. In a game when they're probably going to leave a bit more space in behind, when they're going to probably adventure up the pitch, they're confident. They might leave a few gaps in for the pace of, or the movement of Martial and Rashford and all that, even if they're out of form. So I thought if you were going to rest Cavani, maybe today is not the game for that, because up against the physical side, and you saw 53-year-old Phil Jagielka bossing things at the back. He doesn't do that if Edinson Cavani starts the game. And that's a big thing for United and even for Anthony Martial. I've seen, the Wolves are out for him at the moment. He's getting gunned down. After 4 months ago, he was Players' Player of the Year, top goal scorer for Manchester United. In the 4 months since, he hasn't enjoyed a great time. He's been out of form. 5 goals in 20-odd games this season isn't enough for any Manchester United striker. I think that goes without saying. And he's going through a difficult time. But today, I thought, the whole front three, you've got to hold the ball up better. You've got to bring others into play. You've got to allow Pogba and Bruno to get up there. And I also thought Pogba and Bruno didn't create enough. But when you get a chance, you've got to take it. And at the moment, against Arsenal, you start Rashford, you start Cavani, and you start one other. And that might not be, it could be Greenwood, it could be Daniel James, it could be whoever. So at the moment, you have to fight for that spot back, and you're not doing enough. Now, you probably need a little bit of luck to go your way. You had that little bit of luck today. The keeper drops one at your feet. The referee blows the whistle, makes an incorrect decision. So he's been a little bit unlucky. And I don't agree with a lot of the comments about, he's been made the scapegoat today. But you've got to do more. You have to do more. Rashford has to do more today. Greenwood had to do more today. And they didn't do enough. They just didn't do enough today. So we have to see more from all of them. We have to. And Edinson Cavani has to be coming back into the team at the weekend against Arsenal, in my opinion. So massively disappointed today. Overall, not a good enough performance. Overall, complacency crept in. We didn't create enough chances, and we didn't take any of them. And when you don't, you're gonna get shown up, and we got shown up today. Sheffield United will go and get battered by Man City at the weekend now. And Man City are favourites for the title, but this was an opportunity for us. And if we don't win the league at the end of the season, which is likely, we'll look back and we'll think our home form is the reason why. Our home form is the reason why we didn't win the league. And we need to bounce back, and we need to improve that, because you can't win the league playing like that at home. You just can't. So we need to bounce back ASAP. But yeah, let us know your thoughts in the comments below. Catalogue of errors today for Manchester United. Quite frankly, not good enough from anybody involved. And we need to change things very quickly and move on quickly, because we've got a difficult game at the weekend. For all those naysayers and the doom and gloom merchants, though, to try and bring it a little bit of a silver lining, if there is one. I think there was a few 3, 4, 5 weeks ago when I was thinking, if we can go to Anfield and beat them, we'll be 1 point behind them in the league chase. And we're sitting, 6 points. I know they got a game in hand now. And so we've done well over the last weeks, and this run has made us get into this position. But this is a game we would have had down as 3 points. Maybe you expect to drop points against, get a draw against Arsenal or something wouldn't be bad. But we have to go there and beat them now. It's as simple as that. Make the points up at the Emirates, and maybe we can not look back at this week too badly. But if we don't, it's a long way back if City click into gear. Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. Make sure you like and comment and share and subscribe and keep it locked. I'm Adam McKola. I'm out of here.